Welcome guys to a different type of video that I have never done before. I'm gonna break down a little bit the trailer because nobody seems to do it. Probably maybe somebody will release a breakdown later on, but so far I've seen nothing and I have stuff that I want to talk about, so let's just jump into it. I'm gonna stop a lot. First of all, this is PUBG-esque because you have like that circle that goes smaller. After 3 days it goes to the smallest circle and then you fight a big boss. Yeah, like that thing. And there's like a acid rain that drops on you if you're outside the circle. That's the rain. But I'm not here to talk about this, because this one I realized from other videos. I'm more like, I want to talk about the references they have here. See, like that's the wall. You play either solo or 3 players, as far as I know. Unfortunately, no duos, or at least they didn't say nothing about that. No torrent, but you have you have those flying hawks, and there's like usually something like this. I don't know if you can do it like in Breath of the Wild or other games that are like that. You can do it everywhere. To me, how it looks, you can do it in certain places in the world. Also, it is in Limgrave, and as far as I know, only in Limgrave, even though they show you other places. So maybe they're gonna like change the map a little bit. It's gonna be the size of Limgrave, probably, and they're gonna mash it up. Every 3 days it will be different. Well, 3 in-game days. You have like cycle 3 days, boss, cycle 3 days, boss. And also you're like more playing as characters. Because to me this area, by the way, there's no spiders in Elden Ring, at least not, there were no spiders, now there will be. And this reminds me of the DLC, the Scarlet Road area in the DLC. So I just finished editing the video and I missed this one, the one that was the reason for the video. I did not see him. I did not see him at all. He's briefly in the trailer for a couple of seconds. This is the centipede demon from Dark Souls 1, obviously. That's the one. And also in Steam you have some other creatures that I do not know anything about, but there's one that's particularly interesting, aka the spider boss from Demon Souls. The previous one was Dark Souls. If I said Demon Souls, I was talking about Dark Souls. This is the Demon Souls boss spider thing, and also kind of a little bit reminds of Rome the Vacuous Spider, but more, the little ones more remind like his minion things. And maybe the big spider that's in Bloodborne, but like the regular, not the boss one, but that's a stretch. Yeah. It shows you like new armor, new weapons, new stuff, a lot of new stuff. This attack, it is a new thing, but it has a lot of, it looks to me like something between the Misbegottens with the wings and the gargoyle puppet things, like something in a mesh between those two in terms of movement. But of course it's your character as a more fighter,
tragedy must be averted.
She really reminds me of the maiden from Dark Souls 3. The one that's in Firelink. The one that levels you up. Oh, okay, we missed it. This character is down. You have an option to revive him. I know if all three of the characters die, you restart from the beginning. And as far as I know, they're like... let's say there's 5 bosses, and I think only if you finish all 5 of them, I don't know if it's 5 or not, you then like get the ending, if there's even an ending. And if not, you restart.
I need your help.
Lots of jumping around. See, there's like a tree here, and then you have like those circular wind things, which also helps you fly. So I think it's more on rails. Also, this is not a place that I remember from the games. I would assume it's something from Dark Souls. Jumping on walls, you didn't have that before. This looks to me something within the DLC and the underground cities. Also, kinda looking like one of those Abyss Knights for what the first boss in Dark Souls. But this is just me reaching it. Here we go. This is for sure the Storm, the Nameless King, and the Storm Drake, which is Dark Souls 3. No, why is nobody talking about? I don't get why nobody's talking about this one. And well, nobody. I saw one person talking about this one, but the other boss, nobody seems to know him. Why? Where's your... Why aren't you talking about this? Also, your characters run pretty fast here. I don't think this was possible in the main game. This one reminds me lots of different creatures. A little bit of the half dragons in the chaos, the bed of chaos area. A little bit the gaping dragon. I'm sure there's a little bit of the arm of Menace, but nothing in particular. Oh, yeah, the face. It is very Ludwig, the accursed, the horse face. She is very bloodborne. Okay, eyes obviously are the basilisks, and I'm quite sure it's from Dark Souls 3. You have those swamp goat creatures, aka this. Probably the body, especially when it splits, is the monster you can find in the Chalice dungeons / the bridge enemy you can find on the way to Orlando in Dark Souls 3. Burial Valley or whatever it's called there, but it is essentially an Orlando. Wait a second. Here we go, like this. This is how they look here. If you remove the tail, essentially the same thing. The face is more normal here, but it looks to be like it's made from the same one. This is, at first I thought it was the gate you couldn't enter at the ending of the DLC, but no, this is the Ore Tree. For some reason it's like the negative version of it. It's like we're like in the Ghost World and alternate reality, something like that.
The life of the Night Lord.
Nightreign. And we're gonna be the Night Lords. I wonder what the story is about. Because it looks very interesting. It is only what they showed. Who knows what else they're gonna get from the other games and put into this one. That's why it's probably an alternate reality, and they're just gonna have some fun with the game. They're gonna have some interesting stuff from other ones. Also, the movement of your characters, especially when they move fast, really reminds me of Sekiro, which is another game they pulled from. So I'm guessing, I'm quite sure that this one will be an amalgamation of all their other games, their Souls-like games. Also, Sekiro I counted as a Souls-like, even though it's a little bit different. And yeah, my prediction, we're gonna see more bosses from other Souls games. I would imagine more from Dark Souls 3, from Bloodborne, and Dark Souls 1. I don't know about the other ones. Probably some movement stuff and maybe even the deflect ability from Sekiro. Because you have like that whip thing, but you can like pull characters towards you instead of like whipping yourself out of the danger or on top of a tree or something. Maybe some kind of a shield ability like you have in Sekiro. It seems to be more actiony, more roguelike, but we're gonna see what it is. I think I'm quite spot on what it's gonna be, and I hope it will be as enjoyable as regular Elden Ring and other games they do. I'm quite sure it is, but you never know in 100% how it will be. What do you guys think? Am I right? Did you see anything else that I didn't? Probably did. And what do you think about this being made in 2025? Because they said they weren't gonna make any more Elden Ring stuff. And then you go. Then you go, here we go. Another Elden Ring thing. Interesting.